why this soap brand was created.
How's it going, everybody? We're gonna get started here in just a minute. Hopefully the servers are gonna be up on time, but if they're not, I think we have some things that we can talk about this evening in lieu of getting started with the roles for Nahida. Right now, I'm just checking in real quick to see if the servers are up, as it is 10 o'clock, and it's the time where they're supposed to be coming up. It is still saying that the servers are not up. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. And we'll see what happens. In the meantime, yeah, so in the meantime, how's it going, everybody? Welcome. Thanks for being here at the start of the stream. I'm very curious to know, in the chat, let me know what your thoughts are on this. I generally have really appreciated over the last, I don't know, 6 months now, that they've started their drip marketing campaigns for the new characters that are coming out, 5 or 6 weeks before that version comes out. So you'll see, what new characters are coming out, so like, for instance, we got 3.2. Well, we just found out who's coming out in 3.3 yesterday. I'm curious to know what you guys think about the announcement for Wanderer and Farazan. Honestly, like, obviously Farazan's not a problem. I'm curious to know what you guys think about them announcing Wanderer, who is quite obviously Scaramouche, because we haven't seen that in the story yet, so it leaves certain implications before the story comes up. So that release on its own was kind of a spoiler. So I was really surprised that they did that. Now, honestly, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Just because, well, I mean, quite honestly, I've been saying Scaramouche was going to get, a redemption arc from the get-go. Like, I've been saying it for a long time. The cards have been stacking up for a while now that would suggest that he was going to be redeemed at some point. And that does appear to be what's happening. So, obviously, like, we haven't got to play 3.2 yet because it still hasn't launched yet. I'm sitting here staring at the login screen, and the maintenance hasn't decided whether it's going to be over or renew. But I'm very curious. Did any of you find it kind of spoilery? Like, I mean, I did on some level. I was like, yeah, okay, but I knew this was going to be the case. I knew that he was going to be redeemed. There's no way that, this character's, especially after the cutscene that we got a vision of recently that showed his past with a little more depth. I knew that this is a character that was destined for change. And I want to say even a few weeks ago on one of my previous streams, I said, I want Scaramouche to be, quite possibly the first character to properly receive a vision on screen. Because we did have, I think it was Rana. She got a vision on screen, sort of, but, it was like, it happened just below the screen, so you didn't really see it. So yeah, I'm really curious what you guys think. Wanderer looks amazing, but yeah, I'm surprised they put it out too. That was Always Sunny 777. Scar gonna get clapped and lose his memory. Also possible, but well, I guess we'll see. I think for people who don't follow leaks, it gives more time to consider how they plan wishes further out. Oh, fully. So that does bring me to another point. The reason why they started the drip marketing this way about 6 months ago was primarily, I'm sure, to combat the leaks, right? Because right around that same time, every patch cycle, it was basically corresponding with the Pioneer releases of those versions. And so the leaks would get crazy, and it would preempt their readiness to release those details. And now we're just getting those details officially straight from the source, as opposed to getting them from leakers. So they kind of cut out the middleman there, and they're just like, fine, they had their Thanos moment, right? It's like, fine, I'll do it myself. they couldn't handle the leakers, so they just decided to preempt them instead, and give us actual concrete information that these are those characters. So, you know, it's, you know, it is what it is in that regard. So, I mean, chances are, I mean, like, being as thoroughly invested in Genshin Impact as I am, like, a lot of my feeds and stuff end up full of these freaking leaks, even though I don't go looking for them at all. I end up seeing them as I scroll through things, and then I ban them, and I still end up with new people doing it on the next version. So, like, it's really hard for me to avoid the leaks. It almost never really works out for me. Sad. I wonder if it's the one thing because of the Rhapsody anniversary. I hope to see. Yeah, it was Rana. There was rumors of Skarmosh being Animo for months, though. Well, I think a big part of the rumors of Skarmosh being Animo for months has always come at the backside of the whole, the Bohemian Rhapsody thing, where, you know, literally the last words in it were "Any way the wind blows." So, like, everybody was taking some of the words of that song, and, you know, the relationship with, like, Beelzebub and all of that stuff that's talked about in that as, like, this is inspiration for his story, and it suggests that he's going to redeem. And I was included in those who kind of believed that that is where they were going with that as well. Maintenance is not done. To those who are asking in the chat, no. Maintenance is still not done. Oh, by the way, I guess I might as well get into this as well. Originally my stream week was supposed to start yesterday. I'm sure some of you noticed it did not. And so my original intent was, it was Halloween. I was gonna, you know, like, wear my Zhongli costume, like a handmade Zhongli costume that my wife and I spent a lot of time on back between July and August. For last night, for Halloween. But I ended up injuring myself yesterday. This is nothing serious. A lot of the times whenever I'm on the swing shift, you know, working my real world job, whenever I'm on the swing shift weeks, like I am now, all the guys that I work with will get together and we'll play racquetball at the end of the day. And I took a really fast one, like the ball, like I took a fast direct serve straight into my spine last night. Hit the ground like a sack of bricks, and basically couldn't move the rest of the night. You know, I spent a while on the couch with an ice pack on my spine. It really hurt. It really hurt. And if I'm honest, it's still pretty tight right now. It's not great, but it's a lot better than it was yesterday. So I figured I could actually get into the stream. That said, like, lifting my arms up or moving them back in certain directions, it's still not great for trying to get into a costume that complicated. I don't even imagine that I could have put on the coat for that right this very moment. But maybe by the end of the week, maybe I'll close out stream week with the Zhongli costume instead of opening it as was the original intent. So yeah, I may still do that. That's why I avoided Suckbed for months. So I'm so mad. I've seen so many spoilers pop up on YouTube and trying so hard not to go on YouTube. Yeah, Always Sunny 777. Yeah, that's how it is for me as well. Generally speaking, whenever new versions come out, I always have to avoid the internet for like the first day unless I've already played the quest line. And I mean, honestly, it's like the same thing that I have to go through like when like a new Marvel movie comes out or a new episode of whatever, you know, Star Wars stuff is on like right now. You know, you kind of have to avoid the internet until you've had an opportunity, because so many people don't really understand or abide by the whole like 14-day embargo thing. Like, don't talk about this for at least the first 2 weeks publicly, because you're being a dick. You just are. You're like, don't do that. It's not okay. Wanderer was dropped on the day of Bohemian Rhapsody came out, October 31. Yeah, that is really cool. Actually, so they had a couple of happy accidents with that. And well, obviously that was intentional, right? But they also released Nahida's trailer called, you know, Happy Birthday on her actual birthday, which was, by the way, death to the academia. Like, those guys can just straight go die. Yeah, they suck. They really, really suck. I don't know that I have actively rooted against an organization created for a game and its lore so actively to just fall from until now. So there's that. Always Tony asking, oh no, am I doing all right now? Yes, I am. I'm actually doing okay. Like I said, still a little tender, not as bad as it was yesterday. I might, oh, okay. No, I don't want to move that direction. I'm a little looser than I was yesterday, but like if I lean into this direction in just the right way, it's not okay. Yeah, so you know, if you guys see me wince in pain a couple of times tonight, that's what it is. I didn't see that yet, but I'll keep an eye open for it. Where even did that go? Hang on. There it is. Okay. Fencer Dario, thank you for the super chat. I just hope that Wanderer here has his burst just be a big death laser of Animo. Also, him being Animo could make him the Funjin to A's Raijin. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. That's something that I hadn't considered. You're right. You're absolutely right. That actually probably is one of the other things that they probably intended for that. That's a really good observation, actually. I probably would have stumbled on that, like thinking about it or just generally doing research within the next like couple of weeks, but now I won't have to because you already pointed it out. So thank you. Actually, that's really cool. Let's see. Update isn't live yet. No, Crowning. Sadly, the servers are up late because right now the maintenance said it was supposed to end at 2200 hours, which is right now, but that didn't happen. So we're still waiting. Well, actually, it was technically 11 minutes ago, but I figured we can get into talking about you know, Wanderer primarily, but also, you know, Farazan things. And if anybody has watched my most recent video, hopefully you did, we can talk about that too. It's a shame we have so many good spoiler tags on media platforms these days. Come on. I know, right? God. Teyvat Historia, you mean they can commit cliff jump? Yeah, they can go full tilt rev as far as I'm concerned, Aether. Just jump right off a cliff. Burn the academia. I agree always, Sonny. Burn the academia. Yes, turn them into trees. Yeah, Klee, I agree. Turn them into trees, and then you can blast the trees. More paint unicorns. The sages must die. They are way too much of a puppet masters, even over their own scholars. Well, here's one of the like interesting things, right? Like, we know that the sages are not wearing Akasha terminals, right? Like, so one of the first things I was considering was like, okay, what if whatever the doctor is doing is he's also applying on some level to them? But if they don't wear their terminals, then he may not have the ability to actually control them directly, and that might be by their design. But whatever he's telling them, whatever, you know, whatever he's feeding them, information he's giving them, like, they seem to agree with the doctor's, you know, whole idea for taking over everything and creating an artificial god. And so it's kind of, I kind of had to sweep that one away. Like, okay, he's probably not controlling them. Also, the sages have been tucking Nahida away in a box for 500 years anyways. So it's not as if the sages have really ever been anybody worth, you know, paying any mind to, outside of potentially, you know, arresting or defeating. We also don't know exactly how long the doctor has been around and kind of instilling his will on the academia. We know that, you know, he's pretty old and he has the ability to, you know, make other instances of himself, and they all have different ages. So that also creates an interesting problem for us, which may mean that, you know, the doctor might be a character that we have to defeat more than once. This is a character they actually could kill on screen multiple times. I don't know. We'll see. Yes. Okay, let's see. Nahida's demo theme is awesome. Yeah, Ross S said, I agree. Yeah, I did actually really like her demo video. I watched it right last night, like whilst immobile, and I was about to go to bed. And yeah, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then there's that little dark moment right at the end, and you're like, God, freaking academia, you guys suck. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Somebody's saying I should watch the demo live. I can bring up the demo. I have already watched it, so I can't really have a a live reaction to it, but I certainly can pull it up for those who haven't seen it. So if you guys are interested in watching it again, I can definitely pull that up. I do appreciate the occasional portrayal of highly educated as villains at times, because access to education has been a huge line with classism and self-suppression for very long. Oh yeah, no, that's absolutely true. Limiting access to knowledge has been, even historically in our own world, a major way of suppressing the poor, essentially. Any fan theories you've seen lately that perks my interest? No, not particularly. I don't want to say, like, I kind of avoid digging too deep into other theories, if I'm honest, because sometimes it can alter just my own way of thinking. But it's not to say that that's like a 100% thing, you know, where I avoid all of them. You know, sometimes I will occasionally stumble across something where I'm like, okay, now that's really interesting. So yeah. Their own arrogance and self-importance is disgusting. I agree. No, they've honestly done a really good job in this story arc of making us really, truly dislike the academia on a core level. They're terrible. They're just like, they're just awful. There is no saving grace. There's no redeeming qualities to the academia at all, for at least for the sages, right? Because we have met researchers and scholars for the academia, and people like Sino, who are, I guess, technically not strictly affiliated with the academia at this moment, who are not bad. But the sages, the highest levels of the academia, need to be removed. And hopefully that's where we're going in 3.2. Hopefully we'll be just bringing it all down, but we'll see. What do I think about all the hate surrounding Skarmosh Wanderer's new design? Unwarranted. I really like his new design. I think it's really cool. I like the color schemes of it. I thought it was really interesting that he has a Sumerian vision. I love his new design. I honestly, here's the thing, guys. The internet and social media as a whole is geared to project negativity. That's what it's here for. Like, these days, that's what platforms like Twitter and all that stuff, they project negativity. They're really good at projecting negativity. People who have an opinion where they hate something, bam, it'll go out there and it will fly off the shelf. If you have a positive opinion or you like something, nobody pays attention to it. It's not a big deal. It's not a hot take. Nobody cares. So if you like something, it's forgotten. And it's kind of like the same idea as like ratings things like TripAdvisor and stuff like that, to some degree, right? Like, people are a lot more likely to go, like, even if you buy a product on Amazon, they're a lot more likely to leave negative feedback if they have a bad experience with something than they are to go out of their way to write positive feedback on something that worked exactly as expected. And that applies to all things. So I am quite certain that there's a ton of people who love Scaramouche's design and they haven't gone out of their way to say anything about it because they're fine with it. They don't have a problem with it. But then there's going to be, you know, a group of people who don't like it and they want to make us think about it because there's groups of people who love to make us think about everything that they hate. I don't like to conduct myself as a creator that way. I don't really like to harp on the things that I don't like. Yeah, there's some things that I don't like. It happens. But I don't really like to dig into that stuff that often, because I don't like to build my platform on it. I don't think that that's a great way to conduct myself. And honestly, like, you know, like, I play games as kind of an escape from the real world, because the real world's kind of a shitty place. Let's be honest, it is. And you know, like, just like, you know, people who really like to read because they like that escape, you know, it's kind of the same thing. I like to deep dive into the lore of, you know, like games and movies, television shows, things like that, and really enjoy that, because it gives me, you know, like a sense of freedom. And so if I introduce that negativity to these things, it taints the way I think about it. And I've definitely been subject to that in games that I've played in the past. And I don't really like to fill my life with those things. I don't like to allow that negativity to like grab a hold and pull me under, because it's just going to burn out the spark of passion that I have for something. I don't really like that. So yeah. Let's see. Let me get back into the chat here. The Doctor, Warpaint Unicorn says that the Doctor has probably way too many self-aware copies running around. Yeah. I'm very interested to find out how many copies he has. That'll be really interesting. I thought it was updated this hour, 1907 p.m. my time. Yeah. I also thought it was supposed to be up this hour because, you know, 2200 is 10 p.m. my time. So it is 22 minutes late, but I mean, this happens sometimes. It does. Historically, they're usually pretty good about it being up on time, which is why I went ahead and launched my stream when I did. I was hoping it would be up, but honestly, like I said, we have things to talk about. I'm not too worried about it for now. Ross S says, yeah, I love his new design. Good. I do too. I actually really like his new design. If I were to nitpick one thing I don't like about his design, I was kind of hoping that, you know, like once he transferred, he'd ditch the hat, but that's fine. I don't know. It's big. It's definitely a striking silhouette. I don't hate the hat, right? Like I don't want to get it twisted. I don't hate the hat, but it's definitely big. And I wonder what it's going to look like when he's climbing things, right? Like the hat's really big. I think it's going to create a lot of clipping hazards. So we'll see. I don't, like I said, I don't hate the way it looks. I think it's fine. But I do think, like, as somebody who does have like a little bit of like an eye twitch when like things clip in games, like I do think that it's going to probably cause a lot of problems with that, but we'll see. The sages don't have visions. We do. Yeah, that's also true. The sages are, you know, kind of lesser in that regard. They haven't been chosen. I have never seen the Genshin community. Oh, damn it. I missed that. Let me go back up and see if I can find that. Let's see. Go back up, chat. Oh, God. The chat will not go back up. Ugh. Dang it. Hang on. I want to see if I can find that. No, it's super late, but I learned something that I might have to do. Oh, with the light tour in Genshin Atlantis. What? I think I missed something there. Let's see. I just missed Scarra's long veil on the hat. Didn't see it in the drip. You know, I didn't notice that it wasn't there. But yeah, maybe it's not. I'm not sure. At least there's still some symbolism there. It would definitely feel weird given the context for him to have an Inazuman-shaped vision. Well, I mean, it just depends, you know? Like, I always thought that, you know, the frame would be based on wherever the character was from. But right now, it kind of looks like it might be based on, you know, the frame that you get might be based more on wherever you are when you get it. So like you're within the realm of the you know, the Archon of Wisdom, then you're going to get a Sumerian frame and whatever element was chosen for you. That's, you know, and that even could have something to do with the statues of the Seven. That could be one of their, one of the things that kind of influenced that, but we don't really know yet. It's just dumb that people complain about the stupidest things like a character's design. I agree. I saw on Reddit today a post that was like, what character do you wish would get a skin because you think their default is too ugly to use or something? And I actually stopped for a second when I scrolled past that and was like, whose design is too ugly to use? Like, there are no characters in this game whose designs are that jacked up. Like, what? Like, are we playing the same game? Like, are we doing this? So yeah, I scrolled right past it. I you know, like I often don't engage in conversations on Reddit anyways, just because there's a certain amount of, you know, like I'm a creator and I don't want to, you know, draw attention to myself by having hot takes on Reddit or anything like that. And it just attracts trolls and things like that too. So usually I don't, unless like I did have one thing that I responded to this week because there was like somebody who posted a thread of like, name this location, and it had been like 5 hours or something and nobody named it, and I knew what it was the moment I looked at it, which was it's that little spot in the southwest corner of the map of Liyue. It's off the map and it's the little house that's back there. I knew it immediately and I just went ahead and responded to it because nobody had it, and I thought it was just weird that nobody had responded to it. So I did respond to that. I think it was probably the first thing I've responded to on Reddit in like a year. But it doesn't mean that I'm not you know, what's the word that I'm looking for? God, I can't think of the word. Where you're just kind of in the shadows and you're not actually saying anything. Lurking. Yeah, there we go. Lurking. Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. Thank you. Beans to the rescue. Toma's actually Inazuma, and his dad's from Inazuma and his mom's from Mondstadt, so he could have either and it would be okay. Yeah, so he's a bit of a, you know, half and half. But I'm assuming, I always assumed that Toma got an Inazuma vision frame because he earned it there. But you know, we're still trying to definitively figure out what results in what frame you actually get. So maybe Scaramouche, you know, earning a vision might actually help us find that out. Do you think the new Scaramouche is Animo because he found an ambition? Yes, I do. But I mean, obviously we're going to find out. But yes, I do think that is going to be the case. I am excited. I really am excited to see how they're going to redeem this character. I really, really, really am. Jean Shadows, she did. She's sad about how she went about discarding him. Are you talking about A? Like, here's the thing. Scaramouche currently perceives that he was discarded by A. You know, 500 years ago-ish. Somewhere between 400 and 500 years ago. But that's not really the truth of it, right? That's his perception. But in reality, she had actually discarded lots of failed puppet designs. He was not a failure. He was a little too sensitive to hold her noses at the time because it made him very emotional, but she was attached enough to him that she then proceeded to design a heart specifically for him that would then allow him to go about living a normal human life. But then when people started to realize that he wasn't aging and he wasn't changing like all of them, that it kind of altered their perception of him, and he started to become somewhat of a pariah and kind of an outcast, and people started to look at him differently. And then, you know, he had a lot of issues with that, and then, you know, befriended a child who also died, and it just started to stack up, and he kept perceiving all of these things as betrayals. And maybe some of them were, at least one of them kind of was. But for A, it was not a discarding. She wanted him to actually go about having a normal life. Sadly, as you know, somebody who is undying and unaging, that's technically not possible, but they also do live in a world where there is an immortal race. So, you know, chalk that one up to just prejudice or ignorance, I guess. At Teyvat Historia, the water thing on the tower we were trying to figure out as a reference to the Tower of Babel. It was supposed to have a self-watering hanging garden with a large reservoir at the base. I'm trying to remember what you're talking about. I'm not sure if I know what you're referring to. I would take a skin to replace Xingqiu's funky shorts and haircut. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent to his design. I don't hate it. I don't think it's like, oh my god, it's so cool, but like I don't hate it. But if he had a skin, I'd probably use it. Yeah, sure. I mean, honestly, I really like most of I pretty much like every character's base design just fine. I thought Deluxe was really cool, and I think the whole Red Dead skin that they made for him was amazing. That skin is way cooler than his original one. And I think that Jean's summer skin is way cooler than her original one, and even though I know that like some people don't like it as much as the original one. I certainly think it's cooler than her altered, like, you know, Lion Tooth Night Only skin. So like honestly I think that skin's fine, but compared to her original skin that actually was a better reflection of her personality, it just doesn't work for me. But yeah, it's fine. Isn't Mona from Fontaine? So there's some complicated issues. Obviously we have to admit that our understanding is that she is supposedly from Fontaine, but I do not honestly remember where the source was that I found that information. I have not been able to re-find that information. I have tried. Believe you, I have tried, or believe me, I have tried. I know that her vision frame is Mondstadt because she did get that frame from her master. And it didn't actually manifest into a vision that she could use for herself or that actually belonged to her until a little bit later after she was given it. There's obviously some details in there we don't fully understand. But we do know that Mona is not originally from Mondstadt. The general consensus was that she is from Fontaine, but we are missing some information on that fully, properly, rightly confirms that. I rather think that maybe I did see that information on like one of the Genshin Impact like Twitter feed, like one of their original posts, or maybe even an older like YouTube post or something like that they don't have on there anymore because it was years ago now. But I've tried to re-find it and I have failed over and over and over again for that. I don't know. I would love to re-find that information though. Yeah, he didn't have a vision before he swept to Inazuma. According to his profile, he got it after swearing to the Kamisato clan. Yeah, I do believe that is the case as well for Toma. Well, Lisa's frame is Mondstadt, but she got it in Sumeru, didn't she? So, yeah, that's interesting. As a note, that is interesting because the way her story plays out. She was studying as a scholar in Sumeru, and as a scholar there, as a researcher there, and one of the most promising they'd ever had in over 200 years, she was like, I would like a vision, and just put her hand out, and she got one, and it kind of scared her to the point where she like suspected something was not right. Now, it's also very possible that Lisa may know something about what's going on with the sages. She may have understood that something wasn't right, even with, you know, the whole Akasha terminal and all of that. She may have been privy to what they were planning to use it for and didn't like the whole concept of what they were doing there. And it caused her to go back. We don't really have all the information on that yet. It's one of the reasons why I was really, really hoping that we would have some presence of characters like Amber and Lisa from Mondstadt in Sumeru, and I'm kind of curious as to why they haven't done that. I'm actually planning to make a video covering like some of these lost story threads that need to be addressed, and like it'll be like a list video, like top 10 story threads that need to be addressed, because there are some things that there are just some questions out there that have been lingering, and we are now passing the prime opportunity in my mind for them to have covered that. But I'm wondering if they're trying to trim some of that back to prevent the main story from being convoluted. Editing, right? But I would still like it to be addressed. That would be really cool. Is Jean a good main? Jean's a really good healer. And I mean, honestly, like, because her heals scale on attack, you can kind of get both things, right? You can have good heals and decent damage out of her. I do, however, prefer to use her as a proper support. So like I get as much healing out of her as I can, but I don't focus on damage quite as much as I would if I were trying to main her, just because I also like to have the whole Viridescent Venerer 4-piece bonus that will then project additional elemental damage from her for the rest of my team. So you can main Jean. I think if you have what is an Aquila Favonius, I think you can actually get pretty good returns out of her for that, but she wouldn't be my first pick for it, no. 19 Bean says, I'd love Scarra to have a passive skill that at random he kills a member of the current party and you have to revive. What? To quote Terry Crews, why? Yeah, he's bad now, but I don't think he's gonna stay bad. What? I don't think he's gonna stay bad. Beans, what is wrong with you? God, some people just want to watch the world burn. I would love that. All right, Mother Witch. All of Sumeru and Guoba have been teasing us with people losing memories and becoming a different person, in particular gods. That's true. We have definitely been seeing cases throughout the game, really, where people kind of soft become different people after memory loss. It's possible that after his ordeal, after Scaramouche's ordeal with becoming a god here and his subsequent defeat, that he wakes up in maybe sort of a reset fashion. I don't know how I will feel if they reconcile his turn, his redemption, without A being involved in some way. Because she's one of the reasons why he feels the way that he does, and she is still around for him to reconcile with. So whether or not, like, you know, they go for redemption but leave that as something to address in the future is actually still something that's on the table, though. So it's probably something that will not be I don't think we're going to see a full complete journey of Scaramouche's redemption right away, but I think we're going to see some level of this character being more remorseful for the part that he's played, if they don't go just like memory reset. But honestly, I kind of feel like straight memory reset is a little bit of a cop-out. Let me know if you agree in the chat. But I feel like they've lost their memory and now they're a different person. It's just like they wake up one morning and they're just like, I guess I'll be good now. Like, it's a little bit of a cop-out, right? I want to see growth. I don't want to see the growth cycle cut out because that wastes everything that came before it. I don't think they're going to do that, though. I think that they've got a better vision than that. Oh my god, you're that guy from yesterday? What? I don't know what that is. Also, I need Goba lore because I think the same thing happened to Kusanali. So, I mean, yeah, that's interesting too, right? Because we do know that as the stove god, he used to be a lot bigger. Now he's smaller. So this is another instance of a god who lost what he was and his memories. But we don't, I mean, like, I thought we were kind of to understand his was a gradual thing, though, where it didn't happen overnight. But we don't really fully understand that. Aquila Favonis, Jade Cutter, Prototype Rancor for DPS Gene. Yeah, there's more than one option. I think Aquila Favonius is going to be, I think, one of the better options for her, just because it's going to increase her physical damage outright. And as an Animo character, like, you're not going to be dealing like consistent Animo damage unless, you know, you're on like a character like Zhao and using his burst like that. So use your gene in Mono, Geo, Ito, Albedo, Gene, Zhongli. Interesting. I mean, I guess that would work, particularly if you have a C2 gene. You can increase your attack speed. I don't really like pairing Animo with Geo characters at all, though, because it does nothing for them. Like, Geo and Animo have garbage or team synergy, so they're really not my favorite things to pair up. If I were to like want a specific healer with a Geo team, usually like my go-tos are more like Kokomi, things like that, just because then I also get the benefit of having a shield, and I can also get a Thrilling Tales buff while I'm at it. Let's see, I run support gene with Jade Cutter. That's an interesting way to go as well. I've always had Skyward Blade on mine, because it gives her, you know, an easier time recharging her elemental burst. And if I'm quite honest, because I've always used her as just a support character, I wanted her to kind of be easy built. So I didn't want to have to farm to get crazy artifacts for her. I just kind of wanted her to have a usable build so that she could fit into the role as a support character. Just give me as much healing and Viridescent Venerer at the same time, and I'm happy. And she's never failed in that regard. Although, strictly speaking, Kokomi is a better healer than her. So, but Jean gives me other benefits that, like, obviously other characters cannot do, right? Like, I do like having Animo resonance when possible, which is always really nice. She gives you a really nice, holy shit button. You're about to die and you just swap and hit her burst. That's something that Kokomi really can't give you very easily either. So that's always really nice. Do you think Genshin Impact's anime will be good? I really, really hope so. I honestly, I have a lot of faith in them that it will be good. Obviously, I think that, the individuals who are in charge of writing Genshin Impact's story and handling Genshin Impact's lore have been doing this for a while now. I'm sure they're still going to be very intimately involved in what they're doing with the anime. So yeah, I have every faith that they're going to handle this well. It's not like, I'm not generally the kind of person that stresses out too much over the announcement of, like a brand thing. And then I'm like, oh God, I hope they don't ruin it. I usually don't waste a lot of energy on that because I usually just have faith that, if we've come this far, and as a fan, I've come this far with them, I have faith that they'll continue to entertain me and that they'll give me something to chew on along the way. And Genshin Impact has never failed to do that for me over the last, 3-ish years since I really started digging into the lore of the game. Honestly, the only thing in recent memory that I can actually recall that I was actually like really worried about when they announced something was the Rings of Power. Like when they announced that back in like 2019, I was like, oh no, they're gonna ruin this. This is not going to be good. But I was totally wrong. The Rings of Power was really, really good. I'm super pleased with how they handled that because it felt like they went back to Peter Jackson's interpretation of the Lord of the Rings, which is what I grew up with, and that's what I wanted to go back to. I was really afraid that they were gonna just do like Game of Thrones Middle Earth edition, and that was not what I wanted at all. So because I really don't like that show. So yeah. At Teyvat Historia, I think that's actually the person his appearance is based on. Primordial Radiance, I keep missing like important context for a lot of the messages that you've been leaving, and it's killing me right now. I keep reading it, I'm like, this seems like it's part of something more interesting, and I cannot find the context of what you're writing about. Maybe he was being controlled by the doctor. I do think, if you're talking about Scaramouche, I do think a big part of his fall has been as a result of the doctor's influence. I don't think it's 100% on him. We'll see. Hey, the servers are finally up. Let's go. Oh, never mind. Under maintenance still. It looked like it was gonna work. It got a lot further that time. Kind of weird. I'm not happy with that. And it's right back to maintenance window. Damn. You run support. Okay, I thought I already saw that message. Interesting. Let me scroll back down. It's not a... Okay, game loading. Would love to see Diluc and Kaya's backstory on the anime, and especially OEC. I don't know if I'm understanding that correctly. I don't know if that's what they're going to cover with the anime. I do think that would be really cool. I'm kind of hoping they're going to spend some time with the traveler's sibling in the anime. I really do. I'm hoping we're going to see a lot about what Lumine's journey was 500 years ago, because it's starting to become apparent that she was not just immediately, like a salty, like I gotta burn down, like the current establishment of the heavens, and I'm gonna work with the, the Abyssal Order and all of this. Like, it doesn't seem like that it was always the case. We now know, as of, the world quests in Sumeru, that she was once called something, or called the Golden Nara, by the Arnara of Sumeru, and she worked with them to help save them from the Cataclysm. So, she was very active 500 years ago, and is still, fighting, what she perceives as evil from that time today. But we don't know really obviously, there's a lot of gaps there. We don't fully understand what's happening. So That's why I am very, very interested in seeing her journey. So, you know, obviously we've kind of got Aether's journey on lock, or whoever you've chosen. We've got our traveler's journey on lock. We are seeing that on screen now, but we need an alternative way to fill in the gaps of the siblings. So I'm really hoping it's going to be that. Always Sunny says, bruh, I got in and it says maintenance error. That's actually what just happened to me. Server's up. So that was a lie. Yeah, I mean, it's loading again for me right now, and it's probably going to bounce me again. I'm quite positive. Let's see. Yep. Error code 114302. Yeah, no. We'll see. Hoping we see Lumine kick the sages' butts. Honestly, like, they could just give us a 24-hour feed of the Traveler and Lumine just brutally just punching a sage's face, and I would watch it. Like, what? Oh, the sandbag in Smash Brothers. Yeah, like, just like a 24-hour feed of just the Traveler beating a sage. Just beating him. Yeah, like the sandbag in Smash Bros. Let's just do that. They suck, man. Like, God, they suck. Like, how do you see, like, this, like, little innocent, like, baby god and then mistreat it so badly? Like, what the hell? It's not okay. Apparently, it is up. Beans is actually in game. I can see her screen. Looks like it's loading. I think it actually is loading. I think we're good. All right. So, hopefully my game doesn't just crash immediately after it loads. That happens sometimes. We will see. Okay. Yeah, it loaded. We're good. All right, let's swap this over. We are in game. Finally, things are back. Gonna have to update my battle pass. I know, Venti. There was a glorious kingdom established above the heavens. I know. All right. Let me go ahead and just accept these initial things. All right, initial things. I'll have to go back and buy my Gnostic hymn here in a little bit. Let's see what we got. Nahida. That was a hell of a sound effect. Nahida. Verdant takeover. Oh wow, so we're gonna have this right away, huh? Oh no, this is, yeah, no, that's the just the dendro hypostasis. I'm gonna have to go and fight that tonight because I'm gonna have to try to level up Nahida. All right, guys, let me pull out my my notebook here that I keep all my tally marks on. Yikes. Okay, so I'm looking at my tally marks here, and it kind of looks like, and this, I do believe this is right, because when I was rolling for Sino, if you guys remember, I stopped rolling, or I kept rolling. I rolled the dice to see if I could get more Candace, to see if I could see Sixer, and I did. I did see Sixer, and then I popped Pity and got like C8 Gene. So I've got 60 rolls deep already for Nahida, and I'm guaranteed. So this actually shouldn't take very long at all. I do have 109 rolls already stashed up. I'm planning to get her weapon. I have still not, like, I haven't added or topped up in quite a while. Like, what? Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, I still have all of my bonus ones that they gave us. Like, I haven't topped up in a hot minute, guys. I haven't. I've actually just had a little, you know, cycle of good luck for a little while. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna get this thing started. I kind of feel like I'm probably gonna get it on this first one. We'll see. Oh, I didn't. Lame. All right. Well, I got some weapons. All right. So we're now into the singles then. So that would be 71. Hey, look, Bennett constellations that I don't need. All right. This would be 72. That's nothing. Okay. Archon says, TH. What? Did I miss something? This would be 73. Okay. Still nothing. You know, I was really hoping that it was just gonna hit it on the first one, and it was just gonna be like, here you go, like just like one of those moments, like mic drop kind of thing. Like, here you go, one shot, done. That didn't happen. Here's 75. Still nothing. Interesting. I don't think I got a Sino constellation. I feel like I would remember that. This should be 76. Wow. So it's just one of those things where it's just like, nah, you're gonna eat up some of what you hold before. Here it is. This should be Nahida right here. This is 77. Wait a minute. This should have been guaranteed. I had Jean. What? Damn you, D-Luke. I don't understand what just happened. I don't understand. I got a C8 Jean, was the last 5-star character. I don't understand. I'm really confused right now. Because I was to understand that it didn't work that way. And I've always had it not work that way, or work the way it was supposed. That doesn't make sense. I don't really understand. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to my history and take a quick look here and see what happened. But I was pretty sure the last 5-star character that I pulled. Oh no, it was Nilou. Wait, what? How did that? Wait, whoa. That's. Where did my Nilou rolls go then? Because I didn't. Because I definitely hit a 5-star right where I was supposed to. But right, because that was only 7 rolls, or well, 17 rolls. So it was right where I was supposed to. But usually what I do is I write like a little arrow and point to it and write what it was that I got. But I don't have any notes that I got Nilou on the last one, which is really weird. And it was only at 60. So I'm really confused. But yeah, I guess that's what happened. Whatever, I guess I forgot. D-Luke. I guess I'm gonna probably end up having to top up now because I need that weapon too. Alright, so that's like D-Luke C7. Wait a minute. Did that just happen? Let's go! That happened really fast! Let's go! Yes! Okay. The RNG gods have blessed me, and I thank them for it. Hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah, that was hype as hell. Let's do this. So that was literally at 10. So that is the first time, you guys, that I have gotten the limited banner 5-star character on 10 since Albedo's first run. That was in like what, 1.2? Like, it's been that long since I've gotten a 5-star limited banner character on 10. It's been a really long time. So that's really nice. I finally got a 5-star character that quick, so that's really cool. That has not happened for me in a really long time. I've actually still never, not one time have I ever gotten a multi-pull though. I've never pulled multiple 5-star characters or weapons in the same pull before. That has still never happened for me. One of these days, maybe. Who knows? All right, so over to the weapon. Yeah, I'm at 0 on that. Because the last weapon I did pull was Nilou's weapon. So, and I did catch that on the first try without a pity fail. Nilou weapon. I originally I wasn't planning to pull for her weapon, and then I did because I wanted the HP for it and also wanted the lore details off of it. But yeah, so we'll see. Anyway, so let's pull for this weapon then. This would be 10. Wait a minute, come on! Come on! Really? Come, please. Yes! 10 back to back, baby! Let's go! What? Ah! Oh! Yes! Oh my god. Let's go! What a good night in the pulls for this guy. Let's go. I got Nahida and her weapon in 20 pulls. And that is pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, let's go. People are like, streamer, like, those of you who have been watching my stream for a really long time now know that I have never had any streamer luck so far as I'm aware. I've had modest luck where like I just wouldn't lose the pity at like 75 or 78 or something like that. And it's like, okay, well, it could have been worse. This was unusually successful. What the hell? That was awesome. I think I have some standard banner pulls that I do need to go ahead and avail myself of. Yeah, I have 19. Let's see where I am on that right now. I got a Skyward Harp. The last successful thing I pulled, and I have no pulls on it since, so I guess I can do a 10 pull on those and see what happens. I didn't get anything on that. Nothing to concern myself with there. And I'm not going to use anything else. But leveling Nahida actually will probably give me another 10 pull here shortly. So I guess I can do that. Wow. Guys, I am at a complete loss right now. That is not something that I expected on any level. I have never had that kind of luck in this game ever. So that was really nice. I don't even know who I want to like. I don't know who to build Nahida with at all. I just don't even I don't even know right now. I'm just gonna throw Nahida into the first slot in this party for now. And I'm gonna bounce. I'm just gonna throw Xiangling in and just I don't know. This'll do. No, you know what? No. Kokomi, because she's
we'll need a strategy.
better, and it'll give Nilou more HP. And I don't know. Just like bloom things? I don't know. We'll see. This is probably not going to work the way I wanted to. But Nahida's here. So that went really well. Wow. I am really impressed with how well that went. That has never oh man, I am sitting on top of the world right now on that, because that was amazing. Thank you, RNG gods, thank you. You know, like if I'm quite honest with you guys, like I was kind of having a little bit of a bummer week. You know, I injured myself. If I'm quite honest with you, my last video didn't do very well. So this is one of those things, like I was like, I kind of needed a little bit of a pick-me-up, and pick-me-up received. So I'll take it. I did pre-farm some weapon materials, so I'm able to just level this thing up pretty effectively right now. So that's really good. I do have another person who I'm going to be doing some rolls for tonight as well. Maybe, just maybe, my luck will carry over to them. I'm gonna level up my Nahida as far as I can here really quick. I want to review her skills, and then we're gonna get into rolling for their Nahida. You know, I was actually wondering if they were gonna give Nahida maybe a different running animation. Obviously, like all of the shorty characters have had the same running animation, so I was kind of wondering if they'd give her a different one. They didn't, but that's fine. It's not that big a deal. I was wondering if they would though. So I needed more of this one, right? Okay. Yeah, we'll let the craft go from Sucrose. Nahida, Klee, Sayu, and Chi-Chi. Make it a chibi army. That sounds interesting. Sounds like wholly ineffective because most of those characters are not well built for me. Let's see. All right, another one. I don't know that I have everything I need to get her weapon to 90 right off the bat, but maybe kind of not looking like it though. Wait, nope. There we go. I need to push more of that stuff to the right. I need some more of those, the purple version of that diamond. So let's go ahead and just push all of those. And then I think it was already the purple one. I also need these, I think was. Let's take a quick look at this. Yeah, okay, so I need 2 more of these little flower bowl things, and then a bunch of, 12 more of these, and 8 more of those. Okay. All right. Use her hold E on the people of... Oh, yeah, that's right. There were supposed to be secrets on that, right?
Is there really no future for alchemical divination?
That's actually really cool, right? Because, like, Nahida kind of can, like, get into the minds of people, so it's, like, kind of an extension of that. I wonder if you, like, if it just doesn't apply to everybody.
Really no
or do you have to be
future
within
for
a certain
alchemical
range for that to
divination?
actually apply? Wow, that's really cool.
I see everything.
Okay, well, it doesn't look like it's every character, but, like, lots of them, maybe. But he had one. I wonder if, like, she'll be able to do it on, like, other characters outside of Sumeru. Maybe. Probably. Anyways, let me go back to that again, because I have things to craft. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I needed 2 of these. I'm actually gonna need a lot more of those for level 90. I guess it's only for people you can talk to. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Actually, now that you point that out, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh man, I'm really short on these. I might be able to pick some more of those up from the shop, maybe. I don't remember for sure. Oh yeah, I got tons of these. But it looks like I'll be able to get her weapon to maybe to 80. I don't even remember now. Maybe. I'm just gonna go ahead and use all of those. All right, let's see. Maybe to 80, but maybe not actually. I might not have what I need for that just yet. No, I need 7 more of these. I don't know if I can get that many of those from the shop, even if they are there. No. Exchange. Here we go. Well, I can get 12 of these. I don't think that's gonna be enough. And just as a principle, I usually don't. I can get some of these too. As a principle, I don't like it. You know, if the other version of it is in the Star Glitter exchange, I don't like to use those. Just because, you know, those can be used towards rolling for characters. So I don't, on principle, like doing that.
Something on your mind again?
So if I have to go and farm some stuff to make that work, then I'll have to go farm some stuff. It just is what it is.
Let's work through it together.
I could probably stand to get out and, you know, fight more of those enemies anyways. I got a lot of stuff in the desert that I still have yet to complete, so. Alright, let's see how many. Okay, actually, I think that's gonna be short 1, isn't it? Ooh, I got a bonus one, actually, so I think that ended up working out. Man, kind of getting lucky with things tonight. Let's go. Okay. So I did end up getting it at least to 80 for now, which is pretty successful. I'll take that. And I'll have to farm some materials to finish it up. That's fine. Level up. I don't even know what artifacts that I want to use on this character yet, although probably just, you know, like the go-to Dendro, but we'll see.
I'm getting smart.
I haven't like pre-farmed any artifact sets or anything for her. So I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with that and kind of come back at it, I think. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna have to go fight the Dendro Hypostasis. I'm gonna do that tonight. And then if there's time, I'm gonna get into the story quest, but if not, then I'll get into that tomorrow. All right, so... okay. What I was missing is the, yeah, the stuff from the Dendro Hypostasis that I'm gonna need for that. Oh yeah, did that make a cube? That immediately, like, how can you see this giant cube thing and not think Sustainer of Heavenly Principles, right? Like, she just makes a big cube. Very interesting. Like, a lot of this stuff is kind of square based, right? Like, she's like jumping onto the squares. That's cool. Hey.
So even academics can get into a fight. I'd better steer clear of them.
Can't she like loot items and stuff with this, or does it not apply to everybody or to all items? I don't know.
We'd have to close the blacksmiths to treat the air, but if it gets shut down, I'll have nothing to write about for my thesis. This is so frustrating.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a lore function that I am very excited about. Now, something I'm gonna be really curious to find out about is whether or not, like in some story event quests, where we can actually interact with playable characters, you know, whether or not they'll have Nahida specific dialogue, because that could be really cool. Well, I guess we'll find out. All right, so let me find out if we are good for me to log into this other account here and do those rolls for one of my mods. Hey, are you good to go? All right, so let's find out. TH, can you read Catherine? Let me go find out. Actually, that's a really good question. I'll do that, and then I'm gonna get onto these rolls for one of my Discord mods here. I think Maple's hoping for a little bit of luck from the streamer luck, but I may have already consumed what little streamer luck I've ever been granted. She just errors when you read her. Aw. Oh, she doesn't even error, actually. It's just dots. She just so happened to say error right at that moment.
I see everything.
Yeah. So you can read Catherine, but you can't really read Catherine. Interesting. All right. One last thing I'm going to do before we go and do that. I want to see if you can read people in other cities or if it's just in Sumeru. Because if you can read people in other cities, I'm going to have my work cut out for me for a little bit, I think. Once we complete the Archon quest, there's a voiceover from each Archon about Nahida. Interesting. Okay.
Hey.
Well, looks like it might just be Sumeru people because you can't read Timaeus. Yeah.
Everyone hold hands.
Can't read Marjorie. Let's try the Catherine here, just out of curiosity.
I see everything.
Nope. All right. All right. So I am now going to log in to this other account. So let me swap here so I can do these rolls for Maple here. Hopefully this will go well. Hopefully luck will prevail for these rolls. That is the dream, of course. If it does continue, that would be very surprising. Honestly, my luck was so good tonight that it really kind of has nowhere to go but down. So, Maple, I'm kind of sorry in advance for whatever bull's about to happen. But we'll see. I'm ready for the code, by the way, bud. So whenever you got it, just hit me with it. I think it's only people with an Akasha. Yeah, that's kind of the way I'm taking it too, bruh. Is I'm pretty sure that it's it's that. Is it only people? Yeah. So yeah, Tomix. It does appear to only be people in Sumeru, probably only Akasha holders or people who have Akashas. Okay, just lost 50-50 on Jean at 79 wishes, but also C4 Jean. Well, C4 Jean is still pretty nice, a pretty nice little benefit as well. I mean, Jean has really good constellations, especially obviously like once you get her the C2, the attack speed one is really nice, but at C4 you're continuing. Imagine if you can use Nahida's skill on NPC Al-Haytham. That'd be pretty cool. Hey, listen, Al-Haytham does have an Akasha terminal, I believe. So, yeah, it might work on him. All right. It's bruh. Beans. Reading the mind through Akasha. Let's see. Gene 79 wishes. Nahida was 26 wishes. That's a win for my account. Hey, Warpaint, congrats. Warpaint, is it you who said that you've like literally never won a 50-50? Was it you? Maybe? Although coming at the 26 wishes on the backside, it's not too bad. Alrighty. Alright, so... Alright, we are logging in here to see what happens for Maple's rolls. Answer me this, Maple. Do you have any rolls already used on your character? Because I'm kind of curious to see, you know, like, like, where are you already, or is it just at 0 right now? Just kind of for my information on where you are. I'm just gonna turn my my tally mark pages to a different page so I can kind of keep track of where it is, and we'll see. I'm assuming he's in the chat and can hear me. All right. Man, I haven't seen that banner in a long time. Wow. This guy still got the beginner's banner. I'm over here roasting you for no reason. All right. Pretty sure 0 because you saved 4. Okay, fair enough. All right, so we're gonna say it's at 0 then. I guess I could hit history. Well, you have Nilu, right? So yeah, I guess I would say 5 or 0 because there was nothing after Nilu at all. So yeah, we're gonna say 0. So here's the first 10. Will the luck hold? We got some Noel constellation, but not because yours is already C6. I see. Here's 20. What? Oh, it's a D-Luke. No. No, Maple, I'm sorry. No, D-Luke, no. You got a Rosaria constellation. Hopefully you needed some of those. Yeah. Are you kidding me? I clicked skip and I got my first double 5-star on your account. What the hell just happened? No! No! Oh God, what? Oh God, look at that. Look. Maple, I got my first double 5-star on your account. I am at a loss of words. For one, this was at 20 pulls. So I don't know what the hell is going on with my account tonight. I have never gotten more than a single 5-star ever in a single pull. And I got it on... I got 2 4-star characters and 2 5-star characters in the same pull on somebody else's account. What the hell? I am happy for you and sad for me. I don't know why. I had really good rolls tonight, but I'm still sad for me. Anyways, congrats, Maple. Melly Michu says, oh my God, dude, go play the Powerball, right? We should probably do that. That's not the worst idea I've heard. What the hell? Dude, what just happened? So Maple, would you like me to do any further rolls for you? Because you've already got her. Do you want constellations for the character? Because I don't really know what to do do with this right now? I don't. Oh, you want the weapon banner? I can do the weapon banner if you want to do that. Yeah, you want me to go ahead and do that? Just verify for me in the chat if that is exactly what you want me to do, and then if that's the case, then yeah, I will do that. You already coursed the weapon. So yeah, I guess we can do that. History. Emerald orb. Yeah. Looks like weapon event wish. Looks like you've got some rolls on the weapon banner already. Yeah, okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and do the weapon banner then. Because oh god. Now I have low faith that my luck will continue to hold. Because this is some ridiculousness. But we're gonna try. All right, so that's 10. And I'm assuming that I know that you already did have some rolls on it. So I don't know how many you had on it. But you had some. We're gonna say that's 20. You got some Yanfei, but she's already maxed. That's 30. So this is already the furthest I've had to roll for anything tonight. All right, continuing. 40. Hey, Yunjin. Okay, that's 50. And that's a 5-star. So let's hopefully cross your fingers that that's not a lost pity weapon. Let's find out. Come on. Yeah! I have had some crazy luck on my account tonight. This is kind of ridiculous. So that was only at 50. So I am really, really surprised how well all of these rolls have gone. So you want me to go ahead and dump the rest in the cons? Like, you have 333 pulls. You really want me to pull all of those for constellations on your Nahida? Just making sure. Like, just give me one more confirmation. I know you already said it. How many? Oh my god, my wife literally just got Nahida on 10. What? So she has consistently gotten characters on 10 or 20 or other weird. She got Sino on 10, but she just got Nahida on 10. What? Like, what? What is happening on our IP address tonight? Like, I don't understand what is happening. So things are happening tonight. Okay, so all right, so I guess we're gonna continue and we're gonna go for constellations for Nahida, so long as that is what he wants. If it's her weapon, dump the rest in the cons. That's what he said. Cool. Nahida has stagger resistance in her E like Zhongli. That's always nice. Yeah. All right. So okay, yeah, he's confirming go for it. So we're going for it. Constellations for Nahida, 333 rolls. Let's see what happens. That is 10. This is 20. God, I cannot believe. Then you got a Razor constellation. How many good rolls have come up on our IP address tonight? Because this is getting ridiculous. Another Razor constellation. He has on those manners, so it makes sense. This is 40. Still nothing. More Noel. This is 50. Still nothing. What's happening tonight? 60. Nothing. All right, so this is the this is obviously the launch of the furthest dig tonight. 70. All so we're going to soft pity on this pass. Singles. That's 71. This is 72. I cannot believe the level of insanity luck tonight. For real. That's 73, so we're going on 74. Beans over here with the Nahida screen. She just won't break it. Okay, that's a 5-star at 74. And that is a Nahida constellation. Okay. So that's a C1 Nahida for Maple. So you still have 259. Confirm for me you still want me to keep going. Each time there's a constellation, I'm gonna verify. These are not my roles. So I know how my brain works when I get constellations, and then I start like I see the numbers flying by my eyes, and I'm like, okay, do I want to keep going? So I'm gonna continue to ask. Just go till 0. I'm gonna ask you again after the next one. I know that's what you said, but I'm gonna keep asking. This is not my money. All right, 10. Here is 20. And 30. All right, 40. 50. 60. 70. Soft pity? No. All right. Yeah, we're going all the way through the soft pity numbers again. 71. Well, at least it handed over the character easily enough to where it's just going for constellations after that. 72. And the weapon, obviously. 73. Okay. 74. This is where we got it last time. Nope. 75. Still nothing. Wow, okay, gonna dig a little. 76. Still nothing. 77. Wow, okay. I think I've only gotten into the 80s a few times. 78. There it is. All right, let's see. Nahida. Come on. Oh, this man got a Chi-Chi constellation. Better you than me. Okay, well, knowing you, I'm sure a Chi-Chi constellation was probably best case scenario. Just gonna say. So, am I still going? Confirm for me again. Yeah, I knew you'd be fine with that. I knew you would. I knew like Chi-Chi constellation for this guy. Yeah, I figured you would. All right, so still going, right? Like confirm one more time. Okay, we're still going. All right, going for more constellations. This is 10. Wow, scoring a lot of these 4-star characters tonight. Like a lot. 20. Nothing. 30. Nothing. 40. Nothing. Okay. 50. Still nothing. 60. Still nothing. A lot of Bennett's. 70. Come on. No dice. We do know it will be guaranteed this time, so it has to be a Nahida constellation whenever it decides to actually fork it up. Here's 72. Come on. 73. Come on. Let's do this. Come on. 74. No. 75. Wow, okay. Just gonna make it, it's a kind of like going like repayment here. It's like, no, you've had too much good luck. Stop it. 76. It's just digging every last pull out of it that it can. 77. God dang. 78. This is where the last one came up. Nope. Wow, this is getting kind of sad now. 79. You know, I have not gotten into the 80s very many times, but this is 80, and there it is. Wow. All right, so that's C2 Nahida. Okay, you now have C2 Nahida and 101 pulls left. For what it's worth, also, obviously, you have a lot of star glitter. Do you want me to convert your star glitter and keep going as well? Is that something that you want done? Just verifying all of the things. Yeah. Before we continue farming the Dendro Cube, I've been saving Fragile to murder it. Yeah, I wish that I could say the same, but I didn't. And I'm gonna have to... Okay, so you do want me to convert. All right, so let's go to the shop and we will convert. All right, those have been converted. You now have 145 to continue with, so we're gonna keep on going. I'm gonna say that's C2. This one was C1. Okay. Continuing. This is 10. All right, come on. Let's have some better luck than this. Let's go. Come on. 20. I think we spent all the luck in the early portions of the rolls. And then Bean siphoned off some of the luck over onto our IP address for hers so that she could have another 10 roll. I'm gonna blame this on you. I will put that voodoo on you if I have to. It's your fault, Maple. Blame Beans. Hashtag blame Beans. So that was 50. We're now on 60 again. God dang. 70. Still nothing. Wow. All right, we're going into the singles again. Okay. I was hoping that we would, we'd see, at least one constellation served up at a shallow number, but that has not been the case. Rolling constellations for your Nahida is reminding me of rolling constellations for a year ago. For me, because that was horrible. I literally had to dig so much to get that C4A. It was really bad. So that's 75. We're going on to 76 here. Still nothing. Wow, yeah, these constellations are really forcing some dig here. Obviously, we'll have a little bit more star glitter to convert after all these cycles. This is 78. Again. God dang. 79. Yo, this is getting bad. Yeah, like my IP address has just turned on you. This is 80. Nothing. We're at 81. Wow. This is getting aggressively bad. 82? Like, really? Wow, this is 83. What is happening? This is pretty bad. 84. This is I have never rolled this deep on one ever. 85. This is uncharted territory for me. Like, are we actually gonna get to 90 on this? Or did I miscount something? Because I don't think I did. This is 86. What is this? Wow. This is 87. This will be 88. Yo, this is bad. What is happening right now? 89? If it hits it on this, it's just laughing at you. There it is. Like, literally, it's just laughing at you. It was just like, yeah, we're gonna dig for this one as literally far as humanly possible to make you pay for how easily the character came initially. So that's C3 Nahida at 66. So we're gonna go and convert more of these to hopefully get you back above 70. Yeah, so you have 78 to try for C4. Confirming we're still going. One last confirmation. Keep going, because yes. Okay. Maple, are you pleased with where you are, though? Like, are you pleased with your decision to have me roll? Like, you're not regretting this, right? Because I just want to make sure that, like, this has been this has been good enough. Like, do you feel like this could have been worse? Are you happy with how this has gone? Like, it started out really great and then it's gotten kind of lukewarm. So, okay, good. I just wanted to make sure you're happy. All right, we're going to keep on going. We're going to see if we can get a C4 on Nahida for Maple. Got a couple more Noels. So that was 10. This is now 20. Nothing. Here's 30. This is the best luck you've ever had. Okay. Well, considering this is the Chibi Archon, that's and you are who you are, I figure this is this was like meant to be for you then. That was 40, so we're into 50. Okay. Still bad. 60. Come on. Can we not have to dig? Here's 70. Come on. Oh, God. What even is this noise? All right, into the singles. 71. Nothing. The IP address has just forsaken you at this point. 72. It's like, no more for him. No more. 73. Nothing. 74. God dang. 75. There it is. All right, Nahida. Come on. Nahida. All right. C4. All right. So you have 3 left, and we can convert a few more. Do you want me to go ahead and use these last 15, or do you want to sit on them? You've scored C4 Nahida off of what you had saved up. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, 4 50-50 wins. Like, that's like you're definitely defying the odds tonight for sure. Like, you got the weapon in like what, 50 with no loss. You got the character herself in only 20 pulls. Just use them. You want me to use all 15 or just the 10 out of curiosity? Do you want me to use them as singles and draw it out? Like, however you want me to do this. I actually kind of think maybe drawing them as singles could be more suspenseful, but you know, we could see what happens. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards just running them all as singles. All 15. All right, he's rolling the dice. All right, so let's see. We're rolling them all as singles. Got a Bennett. We got nothing. Got nothing. Okay. Nothing. Nothing again, looks like. Yeah, nothing. Come on. 10 left. We'll probably still have another, like maybe another Star Glitter worth of pulls forward as well. So we might get maybe 1 or 2 more. We'll see. Nothing. Nothing. Honestly, like kind of a disappointing amount of even 4 stars at this point. Nothing. Oh, exited the screen. Nilu's over here dancing. All right. What? Okay. C5. C5 Nahida on what? 15? What the hell, guys? What the hell? Wow. What the? So I'm gonna guess you want me to use the remaining 5. Or I guess you have 8. That was a... So you had... Yeah, there were 5 left. So literally a 10 pull Nahida for C5. So that was another 10 pull Nahida tonight. Yeah. So do you want me to go ahead and just use these? I'm gonna assume you want me to go ahead and use the last 8. I doubt very seriously we're gonna see a C6 in 8 pulls, but that would be something else, wouldn't it? Yeah. All right, yeah, we're going. All right, 8 pulls. Let's see if we get it. We got a 4-star. 4 Noels. That's another possibility. You might have enough star glitter for another pull. We'll see, depending on if we get enough 4 stars. Yeah, looks like, unless this is a weapon. Oh, it's a weapon. All right, 5 to go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Cross all the fingers. If you got, you know, you can do all the things. If you got toes to cross, cross them. Hopefully you do. You gotta honk out of the other side of the room. Every now and then I just say something ridiculous and just Beans honks. Okay, another Noel. So I think we're gonna see a at least one more pull out of the star glitters. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Ah, I exited the screen again. It's hard to click on things when you have fingers crossed. All right, so this is the last one. Nothing. All right, so I think we've got probably enough to convert one more. Maybe 2. 2. All right, you got 2 pulls. Can it happen? Probably not. Maybe. Probably not. Nothing. This will put it at 10 again. And nothing. All right, well, we tried. I would have to say C5 is pretty damn good. Yeah, so I'd say C5 is pretty damn good. Yeah, so yeah, Aether pointed out, look where you're standing too. I know we're like at the top of the academia, presumably where Nahida's been locked up for the last 500 years, which is where he pre-positioned for the roles. Absolute insanity. Yo, like, what the hell just happened tonight with these roles? That was surprising, to say the least. Let me go ahead and get off of your account so that you can, you know, go crazy with this and you know, probably start, you know, building your C5 Nahida. Some craziness. God dang, man. Like, I am genuinely surprised at how well that went. I mean, like, the C5, like, honestly, like, that was the one that really surprised me. But that's you know, we only lost 150-50 in the entire process for your rolls. Well, I guess technically 2, because the very... No, yeah, just 1. Like, I thought originally when it pulled Diluc that it was like a loss, right? But there was 2 C5 characters in the same pull, which is also absolutely freaking ridiculous. Because that never happens to me and has still never happened on my account. Maybe it will one day, but that is not this day because I got my first multi C5 pull on somebody else's account. Maple. Yeah. Special things. We're gonna go back to you know, my account with my lowly C0 Nahida. It's probably where she's gonna stay. I am very grateful that I managed to pull both Nahida and her weapon in only like 20 pulls, because what the hell was that? That never happens to me. That was giga luck for sure. And now I still have 72 pulls plus a bunch of star glitter for pulling Layla on the next banner. Hopefully I'm not gonna have to dig for that. That would be terrible. Obviously she's a C4 character, so you never really know how that's gonna go. But yeah, that was some auxiliary level luck. Like, I don't really understand what has transpired on my IP address that resulted in me getting Nahida and her weapon in 20 pulls total, and then getting Maple's Nahida to C5 with only 150-50 loss, and the C5 actually falling on a 10, which was following the original acquisition of the character on 20. Yeah, I mean, we did see, you know, some bad rolls, right? Like, we got the character itself at like literally 20. Then we got C1 at 74. Lost the 50-50 on the next one. C2 came at 80. That was pretty bad. C3 came horrendously at 89. I have never seen that happen, and I hope honestly to never see that happen ever again. C4 happened at 75, and C5 happened at 10. Like that was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. And then of course we got your weapon at 50 without a pity loss. So that was insanity. Absolute freaking insanity. I can kind of hardly believe how that went. All right, so now I need to start working on building my Nahida, but I can't even level her any further until I kill the Dendro cube. So I'm going to throw probably my Yelan team at it. Wherever that thing actually has decided to camp itself. We've got enough to go and do this a couple times, looks like. So let's go to the events window, because it should tell me where it is. Go to challenge. All right, he's over there. So we're going to go and fight Dendro Cube. I kind of have no idea what to expect. I haven't watched anything for it or anything like that. I'm going into this super blind. Hey, some Dendro flies. All right. Let's do this thing then. It appears to be very underground. I don't know if I know where the entrance to this is. You know, I kind of like Sumeru has a lot of crap underground. It just does. Oh, that was a little close. And it kind of makes things challenging to find at times because of how many things end up being underground here. Also, the teleport locations aren't clear as to which ones are underground and above ground. So that has gotten to be a little frustrating at times in Sumeru. I'm just realizing my camera's like way too far to one side. But yeah, there has been like a lot of there's probably the entrance right there. But yeah, like because there's no indication if it's above ground or below ground on some of the teleport locations, it can be a little frustrating to teleport around in Sumeru. All right. Let's see. All right, so let's see what to expect from Dendro Cube, huh? I mean, generally speaking, my Yelan team eats pretty much everything for breakfast. But I don't know if there's going to be any mechanics here or anything that's going to dissuade me from wanting to use Hydro. But we'll find out quickly, won't we? New entry. Zayn.
Gotcha.
Doesn't look like there's any trouble with it.
Witness the power. Here comes the
I probably shouldn't have done that. That was kind of a rookie move on a cube. I knew as soon as I did it, I was like, that's probably going to be something I'm going to regret. I should have waited. Yeah, because I'm like, all of this elemental burst I just used for this is getting completely wasted until he sits down. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm kind of smashing him now, so that really... activate restorative hits? What? How do you do that?
into the wind.
I don't know what to do. Oh, I have to use Electro? What? I don't have any Electro characters on my team right now. That's not good. Damn it. Well, I couldn't have known that. I don't have a Dendro character either, so... yeah. I guess I have to abandon the fight because I don't know that I'm going to be able to kill this thing like this. All right. So I definitely cleared it out really quick, but it said on screen it had to be Electro. So let's throw A into the mix then.
What is the situation?
Because I can't fathom using anybody else for that specific need if I don't need to. Wait. I have lost track. I think I actually should not have jumped down from there. Let me go back up here. 'Cause I think it was ahead of that, wasn't it? Or was it not? Is it over here? No? Yeah, I guess it was down there, wasn't it? Yeah, it was right underneath the teleporter. Okay. I see. Get Tenari or some Dendro too to be safe. It said on screen Electro though. Is it either or both? Alright, fine. I guess I don't really need Kazuha for this. I guess I can bring Tenari and see what happens.
Let's go gather some samples.
Let's go gather samples. Alright. Tutorial? I don't need no stinking tutorial. I don't need no instructions. Hush up over there, Beans. I don't need your sideways comments about my gender. All right, let's go.
There is no escape.
I'm just gonna go ahead and bust this really quick since he's already gonna be on the ground. Let's see what I can do. Get him. Oh, he had no chance. Dendro Cube has nothing. Exploded. I don't know what really what to expect from that. Okay, so Dendro Cube doesn't really last very long. Like literally, he's like, I laid down and I murdered it instantly. So yeah, Dendro Cube, not one of the tougher cubes. Yeah, okay, I got 3 of those right away. I think you need 4 for the first level up. Yeah. I don't know that you actually need both though. Like, I only hit one of them with Electro, and then I used Tenari for the other one. So I am honestly a little confused about how that ended up working out, but it went really fast. Yeah, we're gonna. I need to teleport away really quick. Kyria says that it got Nahida in 50 pulls. Hey, congrats! That's also really good. There's some good luck going around tonight. Like, I really do. I think there's just some like good luck vibes. Low key, it's because you're watching my stream right now. You should do that more. Watch my stream and good things will happen.
There's still so many.
Watch my videos too while you're at it. Even more good things will happen. Let's see. Okay, let's. Yeah, actually, it's only 2. Okay. Level 50 for Nahida. Like I said, I still don't even know what artifact set I'm gonna put on her yet. I might just steal what's on my Tenari for her for a little while, but that might not be ideal. All right, I need 4, so if I can get 3 on the next one, I'll already be able to level her up to 60, and that would be convenient. Did I ever do that extra pull on the standard banner? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quick. It's probably gonna be nothing. I'm quite positive it will be nothing. Let me go ahead and mark that. Yeah, it was nothing. Hey, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was gonna say I still need constellations for Kooky, so that's cool. Yeah, that was actually better than I thought it would be. Let's go ahead and add that constellation to my Kooky. That's C6 for her. Nice. When Kooky Shinobu takes lethal damage, this instance of damage will not take her down. This effect will automatically trigger when her HP reaches 1 and will just... So basically, she just doesn't die for something that will kill her. I wonder if that works or applies to cliff jumping. Wanna find out? I feel like we have to do this for science. Sorry, Kooky. I'm gonna find out right now. Oh, she had a deep sigh as soon as I swapped her. It's like, all right. Well, is this high enough? You guys think this is high enough? I don't know if this is maybe. Probably high enough. I mean, usually like surprisingly low jumps are kind of still tend to be lethal. Can I get up there easily? That would definitely be from up there. I'm gonna get up there and jump from up there because I think that one would no doubt about it be a lethal jump from up there. Let's find out, because this is a for science moment right now. I have to know. Stop sliding, Kooky. She's like, no, I don't want to climb up here and jump. Aether says I will live, but we'll find out. What's the fun in having a text version of the actual test? That's not fun. All right. One more hill. It's actually kind of cool. Like, you know, I guess if you do survive the falling off from this sort of thing, it kind of just gives you a reason to use a... Hey, somebody who's guarding a piece of furniture. Hello.
Finally, some target practice. Busted. This way. Raise a storm.
Oh, are you now?
Quietly now. Where do you think you're goodbye?
Yeah, that was not a problem.
Chest full of valuables and a trove.
All right, yeah, I'll take that. Free furniture. All right. So I think there's no chance that I think she should survive this probably. If that's you know, if this applies to... Oh yeah, there's no way this won't kill her. That is very high. I'm gonna sprint this out really hard. Let's go. Oh God. Yep, she survived. 1 HP. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Good job, Kooky. You now survive. All right, so let me go ahead and put Tanari back in the group because the Dendro cube is probably ready to go again.
Wait a...
Don't be deep sighing at me, Tanari. It's like you're over here doing science and trying to kill people. All right, let's see. You can charge the Dendro application on the crystals with Electro much faster. Interesting. I mean, that's I guess I kind of did both, but it seemed like it worked in like Tanari's like charge shots from his E. Pretty much seemed to do the trick instantly anyways. A does not have her burst, but she should have it really quick anyways, so I'm expecting another really quick turnaround on this boss. Immortal Kook, yeah. All right, let's go. Paimon without the Mo. Is that a reference to the supposed cease and desist for the Paimon.mo thing that that happened today? Or recently, I suppose?
There is no escape.
All right, give me some energy so that my Shogun can, you know, do the thing.
Now you shall perish.
Oh, I didn't quite get it on that one. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I didn't quite take it down quite as fast as the last one. Last one, my Shogun, I think she critter burst and just incinerated the thing, so didn't really stand much of a chance.
Shine down. Busted.
Come on, die already.
Take it easy.
Ah, I can't believe it survived that. Don't really know what to expect with that. It'll die on the next one. Well, at least I get to see some of its mechanics this time because I killed it so fast last time. All right, back to riding.
Illusion shattered.
Ah, wait, what? Why are you not? There we go. I was gonna say that didn't really seem to fire off as fast as I would have liked. All right, well, I think that worked. Maybe. I can't really tell if that's actually working. No, that one's still not. There we go. I don't know how to tell. Yeah, see, because he's still got a lot of HP this time. Like last time, I basically incinerated this thing, but this time he's still got a lot of HP. Ow.
There's no escape.
Stop it. Get a little more energy from my riding here. Come on. I bursted a little early on that one.
One with the force.
I really don't know if I understand how these things work.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Okay, well, that time it worked. I don't know if I understand the distinction between the two. I'm gonna have to, hey, I got 3 again, which means I can go ahead and ascend her again. That's good. She stays on her swing for a long time. Does she really? I'll have to, look at that too. Let's throw Nahida back into the mix here.
Time to broaden her.
Still have yet to charge her elemental burst. I need to do that. Okay, so I need more of these. I probably have what I need to convert those, but if I don't, then I can probably get some from the shop. Let's head over here. Sino is great because the boss is always charged with Dendro. Interesting. Yeah, that actually might be a good way to go too.
The weather is lovely and warm.
I mean, if you
Things
don't
are
need
about to
Dendro to
start
do it at
getting
all, I'd
lively
be
again.
inclined to, yeah, throw like Sino next to Shogun on that, just because Shogun is a character who just incinerates things anyways. Alright, let's see. I need to convert some, oh wait. It's the green one. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get those direct from the shop then, if I didn't already buy those out, which I might have already bought those out earlier. Which might mean I'll have to go farm some of those. It's not too big a deal, but we'll see. Alright, yeah, I still gotta get my, and I'm still gonna have to go back and do that too. My battle pass here. Let's see, shop. Maybe I did already get those. I don't remember for sure. No, I didn't. Good. Got enough now. Cool. Now I should be able to ascend. Yes. Definitely gonna be pretty much like hard capped here, I think, though, because well, one, I don't have a lot of I don't have enough resin to keep going right now. I do think I have some condensed on hand, but that's not obviously gonna help me with the old Dendro cube here. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to keep fighting the Dendro cube quite a bit, it looks like. But that is the only thing I actually need. It's just the Dendro cube. I need 8 more, because I probably have enough Dendro this stuff to convert quite a bit for those. Might as well just go ahead and turn all of those to the right. Bonuses are nice. Nah, no bonuses. Oh, there are no bonuses for those still anyways, right? Yeah, there isn't. I always forget about that. One of these days, they're going to give us somebody who can bonus these. Okay. So, the only thing I need is that for those. I should be able to start increasing her talents a bit, though. So, oh, no, I still need some of those. Oh, no. Yeah, those are, like, the lowest form of those. Ah, that's not good. I think I actually just converted all of those, right? So I kind of screwed myself on that. I didn't think about that. That's a giant rip. Because I don't think I can get any more of those unless there are some down here. Maybe. Oh, there is. Good. We're not screwed. All right, we're good. We're good. Panic, crisis averted. Balance. All right, cool. Back in business. I don't have to go, like, you know, fungus hunting just yet. Right. Let's go ahead and get all of them past the first level. Now, kind of usually what my build goal is on these characters, like, I know that, like, there's an optimum way to build the characters, which is, you know, like, focus on those or whatever. Usually what I end up doing is just going 888 so I can test, you know, everything. And then kind of figure out, you know, how to prioritize after that. For now, I'm just gonna go to all 4s if I have enough materials to do it, which I do. All right, and then I'm going to sadly steal. I think I'm gonna take Tanari's stuff for now, just because, if I'm quite honest, Tanari's never really jived for me. Like, he's not bad. And, you know, initially I found his damage to be a little bit, like, kind of underwhelming. But the more I've used him, kind of the more I've been like, okay, like, he's not that bad. But he doesn't really, like, impress or wow me that much. So, I don't know. I don't necessarily, yeah. No, maybe I shouldn't take his stuff because he has Wanderer's Troop. I don't think that's really going to help her at all. Well, I mean, it does. Wanderer's Troop does apply to Catalyst characters, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, charged attack if uses Catalyst or bow. Charged attack is not really her focus, I don't think. So it's not really ideal. And I don't think I actually have a decent 4-piece set of the Dendro set, because I'm pretty sure the only reason I even have a 4-piece set is because Kale has some, like, garbage pieces because I haven't farmed enough of them. So yeah, I'm gonna have some trouble with this for sure. Yeah, I actually really need to like go like read all of her skill descriptions and kind of figure out like what her ideal composition is gonna be. Let's take a look. Okay, basic stuff for that. Nothing for normals affected there. That's not unusual. All right. Sends forth karmic bonds of wood and tree from her side, dealing AoE dendro damage and marking up to 8 opponents hit with the seed of Skanda. When held, the skill will trigger differently. Held enters aiming mode, which will allow you to select a limited number of opponents within a limited area. During this time, Nahida's resistance to interruption will be increased. When released, the skill deals dendro damage to the opponents. Yeah, we kind of figured that. Opponents who have been marked by the seed of Skanda will be linked to one another up to a certain distance. After you trigger elemental reactions on opponents who are affected by the seeds of Skanda, or when they take dendro or damage from dendro cores, including Burgeon or Hyperbloom damage, Nahida will unleash Trikarma Purification on the opponents and all connected opponents, dealing dendro damage based on her attack and elemental mastery. You can trigger at most 1 Trikarma Purification within a short period of time. Okay, and that is based on her elemental mastery, or at least yeah, it's 129 attack plus 258 elemental mastery. Interesting. Okay, and her burst is, okay, let's see, electro decrease interval 1 character, electro decrease 2 0.47, hydro duration extension. Okay, and now I'm not seeing, there's damage bonuses for pyro as the party. I seem to recall the description is like, these are based on how many pyro or hydro or electro characters you have in the group. So if you want her to be punchy, it looks like you want to go pyro. Trigger interval, so you can get just more instances of it with electro, and duration extension for hydro. Let's see, manifests. So this is all like about a buff field, I believe. When the Shrine of Mayfield is unleashed, the following effects will be separately unleashed based on the elemental type's presence within the party. So this just makes it last longer. While Nahida remains within the Shrine of Maya, the damage dealt by Trikarma Purification, all schemes to know, is increased. This is going to be an interesting one. Like, I don't know if I fully understand her kit. I guess I'm just going to have to get her out there and kind of see how it's working and what it really does. Yeah. This is really interesting. Will be separately unleashed based on the elemental types. So the damage dealt by Trikarma Purification from all schemes to know is increased. With electro characters, remains within the shrine, the interval between each. So, like, this is interesting, right? Because, like, you could double up, or you could pair her with one of each, right? In theory, you could pair her with one of each and get all the bonuses, but lesser versions of them, right? Even if Nahida's not on the field, these bonuses will still take effect. Like, I'm kind of inclined to see, you know, what it would be like if you have all of the bonuses triggered. I think that could be really, really interesting. Going to Triple Crown on day 1 of release. No. I don't have enough on hand, I don't think, to even ascend her to 90 yet in order to do that. And honestly, I think I'm probably going to wait until I kind of see how Dendro develops within the meta as it continues, because I don't really like crowning characters on unproven elements. So yeah, I think I'll probably wait, just because, you know, to triple crown a character is a pretty significant material investment. So right now my plan is probably to go triple 8s probably within the next day or two, and then I'll probably let her sit at triple 8s until we kind of figure out where she's gonna fit in. And then I'll probably figure out whether or not I want to triple crown her. Now, with characters that are like, you know, raw damage, electro, or we'll say like pyro, cryo, hydro characters, like I don't usually have a problem triple crowning them if they're a character that I like, just because those elements are proven. New weekly boss as well. We can only do triple 6 right now. Okay, good point. Yeah, because the weekly boss is going to gate us on that, which I still have to go and do the story quest so I can even get to that point. I need to put some kind of artifacts on her, because she has nothing right now. She's basically going to be junk without that. So let's Let's see what kind of artifacts I can actually put on her. Originally, like I said, I was thinking about using like Tenaris, but I don't think that's going to be very helpful. Because she's based on elemental mastery, I could actually poach some stuff from Nilou temporarily. Obviously, I wouldn't do that long term because I kind of want to leave Nilou's build intact. I don't really like poaching gear from my other characters at all. That's a Hydro Goblet, so obviously that's not going to be... I don't think I really even have very many Dendro Goblets at all, but like I'm kind of hunting off pieces right now, so let's... I suspect I might have like 1 or 2. I haven't really pulled very many of them. Tanari has 1. It's actually surprisingly on set for the Dendro bonus, which is kind of weird. Yeah, let's see. After elemental skills or bursts hit opponents, Dendro resistance decreased. And then the only other one I have is, yeah, it's a Gladiator Goblet with some crit rate. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just stick this one on her and level it up. I think that'll probably be the way to go. Collected Miscellany of Nahida. Ooh. I'd need to go and probably check that out if that is a thing. Hang on, if that is already... Yes, it is. I will definitely be putting that on screen here momentarily. Let me go ahead and level up this this artifact. Because I only have 2, I don't really have the luxury of, you know, trying to get double crit stats or EM or something on it. Like I just kind of have to use this one for now. So we'll see. I'm just gonna go ahead and level this thing up. Somebody's saying pure EM build, Dark Ash. Now, in my experience, if you're trying to build up, if you're building up a character that will deal damage strictly, you know, of their own element, generally speaking, if you go with the modifier as the goblet, you're sticking your damage conversion through a filter and you get less damage than using the element goblet that is corresponding to that character. Now, this character might be somewhat of an outlier based on the fact that you're trying to get buffs, so it might be worthwhile to try and use an EM gob, but I don't actually think I have a whole lot of those either. Pure defense build Nahida so that no one can ever hurt her again. Right? No kidding. Not the worst idea. Going with the Deepwood set on her, as she will be the only Dendro unit on my Sino team. Fair enough. Right now I'm kind of on the fence on how I want to handle, you know, like my long-term build for Nahida. I've had trouble farming the domain for any of that stuff at this point. Like, I go over there and I farm it and I get just absolutely trash tier artifacts out of that place. I think I spent like a week straight in there and I got like an artifact that was like okay, and then everything else was just absolutely horrible. So you're stuck with level 60 Sino because Scarabs hate you. Yeah, actually I've had some trouble with that too, but mine's level 80. I'll get him to 90 eventually. I think I still need like 40 more Scarabs or something like that. All right, so that's leveled up. We're gonna go check out that collected miscellany really quick. So hang on, because I definitely want to go ahead and check that out. So let's
Greetings,
hit this
travelers,
thing up.
and
No,
welcome
no,
to
no,
the
no,
Genshin Impact
no.
version 3.2 special.
There we go.
Lesser Lord Kusanali is a god unlike any other. As the god of wisdom, she has profound insight into the nature of all things, yet she has never had the opportunity to learn by doing. One may ask, how can a god possess true wisdom in the absence of lived experience? All answers can be found in dreams, and she welcomes fellow truth seekers to dream along with her.
I've been waiting for you for ages.
By the way, if you guys need any audio balancing, let me know.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has grown intensely curious about the world outside. Just through observing from afar, Nahida has learned enough to adapt to any situation. Nahida's normal attack can perform up to 4 strikes that deal dendro damage. Her charged attack consumes a set amount of stamina to deal AoE dendro damage in front of her after a short casting time. Tap Nahida's elemental skill to cast Dendral Bonds that deal AoE Dendro damage. Of the enemy's hit, a certain number will be marked with the Seed of Skanda. Hold her elemental skill to enter aiming mode and target enemies within a certain range. Nahida benefits from increased resistance to interruption while in this mode. Aiming mode lasts for a limited duration, and only a limited number of enemies can be selected as targets. Release the skill button to deal Dendro damage to all selected enemies, and mark them with a Seed of Skanda. Enemies marked with a Seed of Skanda and in range of each other will form a connection. When an enemy marked with a Seed of Skanda triggers an elemental reaction or takes damage from Dendro cores, Nahida unleashes Tri-Karma Purification, dealing Dendro damage to them and all connected enemies based on Nahida's attack and elemental mastery.
Okay.
Tri-Karma Purification can only be triggered
Actually
once
is
per
really
sentence.
cool. That actually could make some characters that are kind of more single
After
target
unlocking
based
the
a little bit
talent
more
Awakening
effective.
Elucidated,
Like
the crit
Yoimiya,
rate and
stuff like
damage
that
of
could actually be
Tri-Karma
really interesting.
Purification will be increased based on the amount of Nahida's elemental mastery that exceeds a given value. Tri-Karma Purification's crit rate and damage can only be increased in this manner up to a certain amount. Nahida is always watching, listening, learning about the world around her. Nahida's elemental skill allows her to interact with certain harvestable items when they are in range. In some scenarios, it may also have other uses.
The Temple of Wisdom!
When Nahida unleashes her elemental burst, she materializes the Court of Dreams and brings forth the Shrine of Maya. The shrine provides different effects depending on the elemental types of characters in the party, as follows. If the party contains a pyro character, the damage dealt by Tri-Karma Purification will be increased when Nahida is within the Shrine of Maya's AoE. If the party contains an electro character, the interval between each Tri-Karma Purification is decreased when Nahida is within the Shrine of Maya's AoE. If the party contains a hydro character, the Shrine of Maya's duration will be extended. When the Shrine of Maya is created, if the party contains at least 2 characters of the aforementioned elemental types, their corresponding effects will receive a further boost. So long as the active party member remains within the shrine, the effects described above can be triggered even if Nahida is not on the field. Nahida freely shares her knowledge with anyone who asks, but how much of it they can comprehend depends on their own aptitude. After unlocking the talent Compassion Illuminated, when Nahida casts her elemental burst, the elemental mastery of the active character within the Shrine of Maya will be increased based on the elemental mastery of whichever party members is highest. Elemental mastery can only be increased up to a certain amount in this manner. The God of Wisdom excels both at posing questions and answering them. Combat is no different. The enemy is the conundrum, and her strategy is the solution. In battle, Nahida first targets a group of enemies with her elemental skill, using Seeds of Skanda to connect them to each other. Next, she coordinates with her teammates to trigger elemental reactions, repeatedly unleashing Tri-Karma Purifications as her main mode of attack. She and her team branch out across the battlefield, taking out the weeds as they go. When energy is full, Nahida unleashes her elemental burst, creating the Shrine of Maya to increase all active characters' elemental mastery, and provide additional effects depending on the elemental composition of her party. Faced with Nahida's increased Dendro damage and the strengthened team around her, all who enter the Temple of Wisdom seeking conflict will soon be reunited with their home turf. Humans often place gods on a pedestal, awestruck by their unfathomable power. Very few ever come to the realization that gods are not the rulers of Teyvat, but merely another form of living being in this world. A god who lacks strength may have little to no advantage, even over mere mortals. Even I have no spiteful words to say about a god such as this. I will leave her be. Perhaps the god of Dendro will continue to propagate herself for as long as Irminsul continues to exist. As for the significance of Irminsul to the whole of Teyvat, I will leave that for those who are not under this world's control to discover for themselves.
Huh. So, Dane has never been shy about the fact that he does not much care for the gods of Teyvat. And even he's like, nah, Nahida's cool. I'll leave her alone. It's kind of good to hear, because she's had enough targets on her back since she, you know, became a thing. So yeah, no, that was really interesting actually to hear that even Dane has no ill will towards her, when he, generally speaking, does not like the Archons at all. Very interesting. Archon says, am real mad currently. Why? Oh, you didn't get her weapon after 134 or 135 pulls? That sucks. Got Nahida after about 107. So your luck was pretty much polar opposite of everything that's been going on over here on this IP address tonight. I'm sorry to hear that, bud. It sucks. Yeah, that sucks. All right, so I do need to to keep trying to get her her stuff together. I'm kind of wondering if a 2-2 build would not be the best way to go for her. Like 2 deep wood and 2 elemental 80. I think might be the best call. Obviously, like deep wood memory, like that's gonna just give her a lot of dendro output. But you know what, with how many things are based on EM and like the boosting of the EM, I'm kind of wondering if a 2-2 might not be better. I might like the way that works a little better. And I might have some decent Gilded Dreams parts sitting around, maybe. Or just absolute garbage instead. Mind. That one sucks anyways. Let's see if any of these are any good. Nope. This one might end up okay. Let's see. If it doesn't get crit rate, it's garbage. Probably gonna be garbage, guys. Hang on. Let's find out. Garbage. Yeah, it's kind of garbage. Yeah, it's got energy recharge. All of these other ones have really nothing to write home about on them. This one's got crit rate and damage, and then a bunch of defense that are probably gonna suck up all the upgrades. This one's attack. I don't really want to use that. HP, defense. Yeah, I would really want something that has EM. God, I'm gonna have a hard time building this character. I can already tell. This is gonna be bad. I'm gonna have a hard time building her for sure. I can definitely tell. This is gonna be a slow burn character for me to get built into a point where she's actually really truthfully effective in any meaningful way. I think this is gonna be rough. Let's see. Mine was decent for character, but bad for the weapon. Got both in the end. Well, congrats, Ether. Yeah, I don't really know how I want to handle this. Like, yeah, a 2-2 build seems, in theory, like it could work. This is terrible. That's terrible. That is also not good. God, none of these pieces are any good at all. Yeah, I have really bad pieces. Like, look at this. Like, you know, this one I have on Tanari is literally like an absolute pity piece, right? Like, it hit basically all energy recharge. It didn't touch crit damage even once. Like, even that thing rolled garbage. These are 4 stars, so I would never consider using those at all. Obviously, I'm gonna need to go and just run the new domain a lot. So I think, you know, like on the days where materials for Nahida can be farmed outright, I'm probably gonna do that immediately. But then for like, I'm gonna be basically artifact farming probably for the next couple of weeks to try to get this character in a position where she's even kind of usable. Like right now, I don't even know what to put on her because all the stuff I have for her is so bad. This doesn't happen to me a lot. Usually I have more artifacts around where I'm at least willing to like throw some materials at them and kind of see where it lands. But so far, most of these pieces are so bad that I don't even really want to enhance them. I guess I'll throw this one. HP. No. That's really bad too. God, this one on Kale doesn't have crit rate, it's all crit damage. Yeah, this is really bad. I have just the absolute most garbage artifacts possible for this character right now. All trash tier, all completely trash tier. So don't know what I'm gonna do with these at the moment. Really doesn't matter. I probably should get out of here for the night anyways, because I need to get up at a reasonable time and dive into this story quest so that I can actually start trying to compile my thoughts on it. Because like new Archon quests always come with, theory revelation. So I definitely have to get on that, but I also am intending to do a 3.0, 3.1, and 3.2 full Archon questline recap and breakdown of what it is that we saw and how all that's going. So I need to get active on that. So I didn't have time really to get into the story quest playthrough tonight. Like I said, I need to really get into that stuff tomorrow. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap it up here, I think, for tonight, with a plan to dive back on this tomorrow. And then report and discuss. So that any of you who want to check in with me tomorrow after I've concluded the story quest to talk about what happened, the stream is going to be the place to do that. I'm hoping I should have more than enough time tomorrow in the morning to get into the story quest and completely finish it before I go to work and then come back and get back on for the stream again tomorrow night. Because this is stream week. I'm going to be on every night this week. I'll probably get into some hangout quests that I haven't finished up later in the week and stuff like that. Like, we'll find things to talk about, things to do. It's not going to be hard. Yeah. So I'm going to probably also run around with Nahida and talk to all the NPCs. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow as well. See if I can, see who we can find. See if anybody has any interesting thoughts to kind of dive into. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get out of here for tonight. Archon, I'm sorry to hear that your pulls went so badly. Hopefully things will, look up better for you on the next one. Warpaint Unicorn says, good luck. It might be another 5-hour quest. Yeah, I'm going to have to get up at a reasonable time tomorrow to make sure I give myself the best chance possible to finish it before the stream. If I can get it even, really close to being finished, I might even still start the stream and finish it with you guys. But that said, if you guys have a chance to finish it tomorrow before the stream, do that, because it'll probably be a spoiler-tastic stream tomorrow for that. Besides a full-size Snicker to the mod. Don't eat it all at once, 19 beans. We actually have some really small, fun-sized ones around here from all the trick-or-treaters and stuff yesterday. Shame on Teyvat. What? Shame on her for she's even what? Smack talk? What? I have no idea what you're talking
Something on your
about.
mind again? Let's work through it together. 2 heads are better than 1.
The first time I've actually paid attention to one of her voice lines. Anyways, yeah, I'm out of here for the night, guys. I gotta get out of here. Crazy, absolute ridiculous, crazy luck with the rolls tonight on my account. I got Nahida on 10 and then got her weapon on 10. My wife got her on 10. And then I got Maple's Nahida to C5 on what really seemed like it shouldn't have been enough to do that. And if I'm honest, I'm pretty sure it was still well less what I put into getting my A to C4. So that was absolutely crazy too. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here for the night, guys. Thanks for being here. If you like the content, please leave a like on the way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. It always helps me out too. And I will see you all tomorrow night. Thanks again. Pizza!
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?